Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one from Severin Films. This is Dark Waters. Yeah, I'd heard about this one for a while. It was made in 1993 by Mariano Baino, I believe is how you say his name. He's an Italian director. He works in London, and he actually made this movie in Ukraine and Russia. So it's a very odd combination, and it definitely comes through. It's a Nunsploitation movie, I guess you'd put it under the category. But yeah, this is a wild one. Essentially, what we have here is in the opening of the film. There's some sort of amulet, and this big tidal wave comes in this church and convent, and it's kind of destroyed, and the amulet's broken, and nun is killed. And 20 years later, this young woman is kind of drawn to this island with this convent on there. Her father pretty much told her that's where you were born, but don't go there ever. So she has to go there. She's drawn there. She meets this other strange nun and starts to dig into the history, and realizes a lot of dark secrets about her family, about the amulet, where it is, and about her past and her life, and possibly her future. So that's pretty much the setup of the movie. Yeah, this movie's one of those ones that shows a lot, doesn't necessarily tell you a lot, and you kind of have to pay attention. It shows you a lot of cool things, and it's definitely kind of a mind screw here. There's lots of crazy stuff going on. I like it because it has this array of strange characters, and in true typical Italian fashion, everybody seems like a suspect. Nobody seems really like they're on the level. And also, I love where it's shot. It definitely bleeds through. A lot of it is sets, and they are amazing. But the movie had a troubled shoot, and it feels like it bleeds into the movie. It's filled with dread, and it feels like everybody wants to escape in here. I think the lead is a good choice. I think she does a good performance. The special effects are great in here. I don't want to spoil too much, but there is an amazing effect at the end that is pretty much, you don't know if you're going to get to see it, but you do get to see it, and it's pretty cool. The sets here are great. They build this kind of this cave area, lots of candles lit, and it looks creepy. There's lots of dread. It's one of those movies where if you were to take any still from it, you could basically create a beautiful and horrifying painting out of it. But there's a good mystery level to it. There's lots of creepy moments and very memorable moments. Hundreds of dead fish on the beach and things like that. And the guy who takes her on the boat is a great performance. He's just scary and intimidating. And lots of stuff like that in here. Just a generally creepy, well-made movie that came kind of late in the Italian film world in '93. And a lot of the other stuff Sauve's movies. I always mispronounce his name. We did The Church and the second stuff. His movies were kind of late on the game, and they were amazing. And Spider's Labyrinth, I kind of feel like this kind of fits into that, but it's definitely its own beast for sure. And it's really unique. This Blu-ray actually has a lot of the stuff ported over from the No Shame release, the shorts, the making of, and that stuff's really interesting. The more you know about the troubled shoot, the more you can see it actually bleed into the movie, and just see how it creates this great sense of dread. They just did a really good job. And all they were up against, it's amazing this movie ever got finished, let alone became something really good. The music's memorable. It just has everything that you would want to see in a creepy, atmospheric Italian horror film. And it has a Lovecraftian splash in there, too. And, that I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Especially, I love the zany Lovecraft stuff, like Gordon stuff. I love that stuff, but it's not very Lovecraft now, is it? Not really Lovecraft. I mean, it just Lovecraft in name and kind of story only. It doesn't really capture that tone. This is definitely more of that tone, that creepy stuff, and biological horrors. That's all I want to get into. But yeah, there's also the shorts on here. What's the one I'm thinking of? There's three. There's early one. One's pretty good. The Carcula is really great. That one's really creepy and just takes place in a movie theater, and it's one of those who's really stalking who deals. And then there's Never Ever After, which is about body image, which is cool. And the other Dream Car one, it's okay, take it or leave it. It's got some cool music. But besides that, there's a commentary on here. All the stuff's ported over from No Shame. And then there's a couple new interviews that were recently shot as well. So it's a stacked edition for a really cool movie that I wish I would have watched a long, long time ago. It's one of those ones that I think I would be a bigger fan if I had saw it years ago. But I'm Mrparka. You can get this on Amazon and a whole bunch of other shops, So Grindhouse Video, I'm sure has it, Diabolic, all those guys probably got it. So check it out from Severin Films. They do good work, and it's a great movie. I'm Mrparka. Have a good one.
For those who are blind shall see the true face of the beast, and forever suffer it in their soul.